Or sucker the test pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. Escapes the pocket. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Terrell Bernard.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And 10 from the 41. First tone of the game for James Cook. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Even 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
319!
Going to the ground again on 1st. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he runs out of room before he can get to that marker. So now we're going to see what they decide to do, Brock, on this 4th and 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. On 4th down, Allen. Throw caught by his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Pickup of 2 here. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the the chain.
First and 10.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
First carry now for Jonathan Brooks. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now, he's been perfect to that point on the drive block. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bass's kick is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Antonio Gibson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun hand off to Harvey. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Oh, it's 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Harvey once more. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Taking a deep shot here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. Passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called.
Yeah.
But finally, as you said, their first completion.
He can run it. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Denver in just a minute. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Nix from the gun. Will finds his back. Harvey. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds Mims. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him out in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Harvey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bates' kick is up and good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And it looks like they give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffled ground here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action now with Allen. He beams one deep right side. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos will take over as he reports his first interception of our season.
Pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Makes the catch. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
It's Nix out of the pistol. And he's caught. It's the South Carolina rookie. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Nix looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Second down, give to Harvey. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Bombers.
Throwing from the gun. Oh, this big guy is moving. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this This offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Dre Greenlaw picks it up. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. That last interception gave him a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Giving this to Harvey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Play action with Nix. He has it at the 5. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. So I got middle field open or close. So I got single high or 2 high. Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Bills 3. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Brooks. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
As the open man downfield. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Give up the middle to Harvey. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Now Nix. Completed to his running back. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All set now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. With a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throws caught. Looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that first down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nix now, 3rd and 1. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He's got it. It's in close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's first and goal. From the red zone on first. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
From my vantage point up here, that was pretty close to drawing a penalty flag. Risky decision on first down. There was a target in the area, so thus, no penalty, and we move on to second.
So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. We've got a man in motion. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kit, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Nice punt here. He'll get under this fair catch at the 9.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. It's Harvey straight ahead. They'll cobble together a yard there. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
The tackle made
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Nix from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
At the 44-yard line.
Allen now on first down. Completed over the middle. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for no gain.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll go, Allen. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Flush down out to his left. Makes the catch. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Knicks now on 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Working inside the red zone. Hill finds his back, Harvey. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 17.
Throw it again. Here's Nix. This is set to work on the right side. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Bombers.
Nix to throw again. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. That's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Oh, captain.
Once more, it's Nix. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Second down now, 7 to go. Allen to throw. Finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Allen on the play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're on it quickly there after that catch. So the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line.
That's another Bills.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
To the air again. Allen hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
James Cook.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
To throw again, it's Allen. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Bills. First down.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Dropped by the first guy. He meant no gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Able to hit Palmer, complete. He sure was fighting, Brock, but in the end, just too many defenders. They've taken down behind the line.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get it back to within 2 possessions. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills cut the lead down to 10.
Bills 27, Bills 17. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Bombers. Captain.
Blitz coming, Nix. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
At the 27-yard line.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Now toss. This is Harvey. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
It's a 3rd down give to Harvey. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Fielded at the 11. He gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. At the 20. He's at the 10. At the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal to tie this game in the 4th. So just before the 2-minute warning, they're going to try to get it back with this onside kick. This one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos only up by a few. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. All right, here we go. 2nd down. There's a give to Harvey. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the first down, and that should just about button up this victory.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
16-yard line.
So it's a win for the Broncos. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.